Hello all you beautiful people, this is the Unique Artistic Unicorn and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Hi! Today I have a special kind of haul. It is from Diamond Art Club. It is upside down only because I have the box upside down. But this is my first actual Diamond Art Club from their website purchase that I've ever made, so I'm really excited. And I have 4 kits in here. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look and I'll show you what kits we have. And then I'm going to probably unbox 2 of them now. And I'll do a part 2 to unbox the other 2. But yeah, let's just get started. Let's open her up right here. I don't think it really matters, but not that you can see this part. Hold on. This box is bigger than I thought. I'm gonna have to set it on the floor in front of me. There we go. I've ordered 2 kits off off Amazon. But like I said, these are the first ones I've ever gotten from. I forgot I got that. Okay, so I also got some rose sparkle putty. Honestly, I ordered these back in February and I forgot this is what I got. So I got that. I got this one. Stitch is one of my favorites. So this is Stitch and Angel. You are my love experiment. It's a 15 by 13. It is round drills. And it has 7 colors, so it's not a huge one. 1 Aurora Borealis and 2 fairy dust diamonds. Total diamonds are 16,560, so quite a bit. So I'm really excited for this one. It's going to be super cute. I love Stitch. But I got that one. I also got, let's see if I can put this out the right way. Also got Love Potion. There is that one. This one is huge. Like this box compared to this box. It's pretty big. Okay, so this one is 22 by 30 inches. So obviously quite a bit longer. It is a square. And just so you know, I've never done a square one. I've only done rounds up until now. So pretty cool. Next one I got is kind of for my hubby. This one is T-Rex. My hubby and I used to play Ark together all the time, and he is all into dinosaurs and all that, and he wants to decorate with dinosaurs. So this one I got so I could do this one and maybe get it framed and he could hang it up and that'd be kind of cool. So it's T-Rex by Patrick Montagne. I am horrible with names. I am so sorry. It's a 22 by 29 and also a square drill. And last one. All right, last one I got is this one right here. It is a round one. It is called the Serafina by Micah Jelena. It is a 28.7 by 21.6. Yeah. These are going to be pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox 2 of these right now. So let's start with Stitch and Angel because it's the smallest one I got. Like I said, it's 15 by 13. It is a round. I already went over the colors. We got 7 colors, 1 Aurora Borealis, 2 fairy dust, and total diamonds is only 16,560. All right, let's open this one up and see what we got here. And since I am new to Diamond Art Club, I actually don't know. This box is a little bit different than the one I had before. So we're just going to, come on. I scratched the box a little bit. That's okay. These aren't going to be going anywhere. Even if it takes me a while, I'm going to be doing this one. I also have 2 orders in at this point to Jaded Gym Shop. One I just ordered last week, and it's 2 ready to ship kits. So those I should actually get pretty quick. And then the other one I ordered back around my birthday because it was a birthday present. And I think it's been about 3 weeks. And so I don't have that one yet. All right, so I'm gonna open this up. We have our toolkit. Like I said, I only have unboxed one of my Diamond Art ones from Amazon. So let's see how this one compares to what I got before, because I have no clue if this is an older kit, a newer kit. It does look like it has the smaller of the Diamond Art trays, but we got our putty. We got a 7-placer. I love these trays though, because it has this part that comes off. It looks like they have done an updated version since this, but the fact that they have the lids, let me see, I have my other one over here. Yeah, this is the one I got from my Deadpool. So it's the same size. Actually I lied. This one is a tiny bit bigger. So it must be one of their variations. So this one that came with this kit is a little bit bigger than that one that I had there. And then we have a twist and pick pen. This one has the clear wax, and actually some of it came out a little bit. Hold on, let me switch this. Okay, I put it on autofocus, so hopefully it will show this a little bit better. But some of this came out a little bit. Let's see, it's not wanting to autofocus very well. There we go. See right there, you can see right there. Some of it already came back, but that's okay. We can take it off and just stick it back in the pen by unscrewing it. If you don't know how, you can just unscrew them. Take this part out here, and I know because I bought one of their kits off Amazon, and you can just put the wax back in here. So, no harm done. And it just kind of molds back together. So, and that is also how you would refill it for your stuff. So, all right, and then we screw it back in. Wrong side. Screw it back in. There we go. You don't want to push it out too far because then the wax will start to come out. But that just goes back in there. And this has a 4-placer. Yeah, this has a 4-placer on it already, but we can switch it out for the 7 that's in there. All right, what else do we got? We have our refill wax and some baggies. I'm not a huge fan of the baggies, but I will keep them, so. But this is the wax. You could just take off a little row of it or whatever. Put it back in the pin. I did see on their website, since I've ordered this, but I did see that they now have cuter twist and pick pins. So I might be getting one of those. All right, so that's what's in our toolkit. And then we have the little card, thank you for a purchase. This also has our little cards. What are these called again? These are Treasure Quest cards. Yes, thank you. So this is a bronze one, and some of them do tell you, but they're so cute. So that is the Stitch bronze one. I love Stitch and Angel. And we have some instructions here on how to do stuff. And then here we have our diamond drills. Now this one is a very small kit. So we have our sticker here. We can put it in our logbook. We can put it on our box, whatever you like to do with that. Even has the start and end date here, which is really cool. And how many drills, how many diamonds and everything it has. Let's see if I can get it to focus on that. Cameras, they're so finicky. Yeah, I don't know why that's not going to focus on that. But the fact that we only have 7 colors means this probably isn't going to take too long because it's going to be a lot of color blocking. And then if you don't know how to diamond paint, if you're new to it, I'm newer, but not new. This just gives you some instructions. Plus you can join the Facebook group, which I'm a part of. And you can save 20% off your first purchase. And it'll also tell you what should be in your kit. All right, so here's our canvas. Diamond Art Club. Do what makes you sparkle. I love their logo because it's what we're all doing, right? Well, hopefully that's what you're doing. Doing it because you love it. All right, so we're going to slide this out. Oh, and the Treasure Quest cards, if you don't know, these are just like a different reward system. So you collect so many and you can get free kits, you can get free pins, you can collect so many and get a custom kit for free. So you'll just have to check that out on the website to see what they have there. All right, so our drills are falling out here. We do want to make sure it matches, and this does. You are my love experiment. So this is what we want. Again, not too many drills, so this is, you know, kind of a bite-sized kit. And then we have our canvas here. I'm going to turn around and roll it backwards, so maybe it'll lay a little bit flatter for us. But you have to let me know in the comments, are you a huge Stitch fan? Or even just a plain Stitch fan? I obviously am. So this is a little one. Like I said, this one's actually smaller than the Deadpool one that I'm currently working on. But look at this. Isn't that so cute? So the nice thing is it always shows what our image looks like here. It says our size, so 15 by 13. Says the name, the numbers of the canvas and everything. And of course it is licensed by Disney. Diamond Art Club did that with them. They have a nice cool collab with them. But we have this one color in the background, this number 2, and then we have Stitch, Angel, and a little bit of black, and then a little bit of red. So again, only 7 colors, but let's take a look at those. We're going to have multiples, of course, of each color. All right, so it says we do have 1 Aurora Borealis and 2 Fairy Dust. So these are our normal colors. And then the Aurora Borealis is going to be that number 5. So that's going to be in our hearts here. And nope, just in the hearts. It's not the red here for his mouth and her stuff there. It's not that part, but that is going to be one of the fairy dust. Is fairy dust, right? Yeah, 2 fairy dust. Again, newer to this. So the Z's are the 2 fairy dust. So we have the red here for the fairy dust. And then number 7, so all of Angel is also going to be a fairy dust, which is kind of cool. All right, so let's take a look at these. We have there's our Aurora Borealis. That's going to be the heart colors, and that is such a beautiful color. Look at the shine on that. And then we have 823, which is going to be our black here. It's black, but it's not like black. It's more of a darker blue, if you can see there. And then we have our first fairy dust here, and that is the Z608. And that is going to be the colors here in his ears, his mouth, a little bit on her tail there. And then we have 3843, that's going to be Stitch's coloring. The second fairy dust, the Z3706, which is all of Angel's coloring, and it is that, no, that's not a fairy dust. I said that wrong. Yeah, that's fairy dust. Well, most of these are backwards here. Let's see if we can see better. Yeah, we can see better on that side, kind of. And then we have 5200, which is all the white here. But this one actually has quite a bit of carryover drills. It got messed up somehow. So I'm going to have to make sure there's going to be enough of these. They are mixed in with the 967 color, which is not great. This is our background color, which that is not the background color I thought it was going to be. So that's going to be interesting. It's more of a light orange, and I thought it was going to be more of this beigey color. So, but yeah, it was messed up here. So hopefully I don't have any issues with not having enough colors for that. but hopefully that's not going to be a problem. And we have 4 total of this 967 again, because it's all of our background. But that's it. This one's a bite-sized kit. I'm probably not going to start working on it just yet because I'm currently working on Deadpool. And depending when my Jaded Gem Shop ones come in, I'm really excited about those. Not that I don't love these, but I'm really, really excited about those. So we'll have to see. Oh, I just saw there's also some carryover coloring from this 825. And so I wonder, okay, so this does have the perforated lines, but it doesn't have any coloring. That's how it is on my Deadpool one though, and that's okay. So you just have to kind of see where the perforations are. Or if you wanted, you know, you can put it in release paper and do your own sections as you want. But our lines are here, here, here. And because it's not such a big kit, I think I will actually probably leave them at the perforated lines for doing my sections. But yeah, it's plenty sticky. Looks like it's going to be really good. And it won't be one that will take me too long. And as always, I love Diamond Art's canvas. This one does have a little bit of fuzzies. But I'll get those off later. It's just like little pieces of the canvas. It's weird. But that's this one. I can't wait to get this one done, hang it up on the wall. Just have to figure out when that's going to be. All right, let me get this all put away and we'll move on to the next one. One other quick thing, I am going to store the stickers and the drills in here, but I'm not going to store the toolkit with it. So I'm just going to store those separately. So I thought it might be too long to do all 4 together, but if you guys would let me know, like, would you rather I unbox all 4 together? Do you like having the videos smaller, more bite-sized? So like I said, I forgot I ordered the Rose Sparkle Buddy. I think it's because I didn't know what I was getting with it. I'm going to take a smell and take a look at it. I can't stand really strong smells, so hopefully this isn't too bad. I can't smell it already, so I think that's pretty good. Pretty good sign. It is awfully sparkly. Look at that. Let's see. You can see it better down here. Look at that sparkle. Okay, it does smell a little bit like roses. Let's just see with my new twist and pick pen that I got in the kit. Let's see. All right, it went in there pretty well. I did get a little bit extra, but I mean, I tend to do that even with my wax. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the plastic ones anyway, so we'll have to see. But it feels pretty sticky. Like, it feels like it would work really well. I'll have to try it out, and I will let you know when I'm working on one of my kits. But that looks like pretty sticky. It feels like it would work pretty well. And I wonder if you could put it inside the pen too. Because I've been doing more multi-placing, but I've noticed on some of the kits, you kind of have to do single placing. So, but yeah, I'll review that and let you know about that later. Next up, we have a Love Potion. This is by Rita, Konya, and Aria-Illustration. It's 22 by 30, which is 55.8 centimeters by 75.9 centimeters. This is a square one. I have not done a square one. I'm very excited. I've heard square ones turn out fabulous, so I'm very excited about this. So this is 49 killers, including 2 Aurora Borealis and 3 Fairy Dust Diamonds. It has a total of 68,320 diamonds. That's a lot. Okay, so let's see, compared to this one had 16,000. What did I say? 16,000 and 68,000. So this one has 6.5. 52,000 more diamonds, approximately. A little bit less. Dang. All right, but that's this one. Love potion. Let's open it up and see what we have. All right, so this one does look like the box is a little bit different. So I'm just going to open it here at the top. Because it looks like it's the newer version where the box just kind of slides out. All right. All right, let's see. So then we pull it out this way. So our box comes like that, and then we have this here. So then we have a toolkit here. And this one is a bigger tool tray. This one also has the piston pick clear wax. We're not going to go over that because we just went over that with the other one. So this must be when the ones didn't come with, what am I thinking of? Washi tape. Any of that. But again, we have our wax. We have the clear wax to refill the pen. We have this little 7-placer. Now the difference is, the reason why I'm showing you this one, the difference is the size. Obviously this kit is quite a bit bigger. Why does this not want? This just doesn't want to go in here. Okay. Okay, that was a bit of a pain, but there you go. But you can see size difference. Like, this is the one that comes with the smaller kit, which is just a little bit bigger than the one that I got off my Amazon kit. And this is this one, so pretty good size difference. And so then they're still stackable, but then you also have the removable, so you can dump your trays and put them back into your storage really easily. So I like that it's bigger kit, a bigger tray. All right, then we have our little instruction packet. We're not going to go over the instructions again, but this time, here's our little treasure quest card. We got another bronze. So we just want to save all these. Look at that. I think these, even though they're for rewards, I think they're so cute. So I'm going to be finding something to put all mine in. Oh, you know what I forgot though? We need in here, this is our sticker to put in our logbook. And this one has more colors, so there we go. We have 49 different colors. 2 ABs, which are the Aurora Borealis, and 3 fairy dust ones. So that'll be cool to see where those are. All right, and then we have our canvas here. I like that it comes in this little pull-out tray. So we're just going to set that up there and take a look at our canvas here. As you can tell, obviously, it's quite a bit bigger. Bigger canvas, a lot more drills. To be expected. All right, we pulled this one out. There is our drills there. Obviously, quite a bit more in our pack here. And we do want to make sure it does match. This is the love potion, so it does match with the canvas and kit we have. All right, so let's take a look at the canvas first. I'm going to turn it backwards, roll it backwards a little bit. So it lays out a little bit flatter. This one has that too, just like the last one. I don't know if a lot of them have this, but it's just like little flecks of the fabric from the canvas. Maybe from what it got cut or something. Oh, look at this. And of course the canvas is really nice. It does have the lined perforations. They are the black ones. And I credit all my knowledge to Diamonds and Washi, Kate, and oh, what is her name? Ashley, Messy Girl Crafts. It was going to drive me nuts. I was going to forget her name. All right. Okay, so as we unroll this, look how much bigger it is, first of all. But let's take a look. All right, this one's gonna be a little bit more difficult for me to show it to y'all at once. Doesn't even want to pick it up in my camera. There we go. But we have the Do What Makes You Sparkle Diamond Art Club at the top. We have our, and I forgot to show that on the other one, we have our huge version of our swatch guide, our but we have this, she has these beautiful butterflies and flowers up here. This is her witch hat, and then she has a cat here, and she has beautiful purple hair. One of the reasons I loved this is because, first of all, it's a witch. Second of all, the colors are just beautiful. And it has this cute little cat, and she's making a love potion, hence the flowers here, and then all the butterflies, and then we have the sparklies down here. Here's the potion, and in her hands here, down to the very bottom. And then of course at the bottom we have where to get a hold of Diamond Art Club, the name of the kit over here, and a picture of what it's going to look like when it's all done. So here is the perforations and the lines. We do have the gray lines, so you can see it a little bit better. And the canvas is sticky like normal. And of course we have the lines here to keep the edges from fraying, which is always nice with their kits. Excuse me. Absolutely beautiful. This kit is huge. This is the biggest kit that I've ever seen. Yeah, I've been working on smaller kits. So yeah, this is pretty big. All right, but let's take a look at our diamonds here. The some people call them drills, but I mean, they're diamonds, right? Whatever it is you want to call them. All right. So that's a lot more. Look at all those colors though. The pinks, the black, the purples. That's what I'm talking about. That is such beautiful coloring. All right, so let's take a look. Starting at the beginning, we have a 602, beautiful pink color. And this is a burgundy color, a 154. We have two of those. 310, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of our 310s. And then we have 38, 34. And then we have 153. It's so weird to see diamond square ones when I'm so used to round drills, but I'm really excited to do this. And then we have 3740, kind of a kind of more of a muted purple. Then we have this really, really bright Gorgeous, gorgeous pink, 915. And then 6010, a very light pink. 3607, a very dark, like a hot pink. And then we have another lighter pink. It's more of a pinky purple, 6011. And then we have our first fairy dust, Z3865, and we have 2 of those. And so let's see, those are going to be Z3685. So that's the equal sign. So that's going to be like all throughout the butterfly wings here. Yeah, all through all the butterflies. This heart here. Oh, come on. Let me pull this up so we can see it a little bit. This heart here is all going to be that, which is why there's so many of them. Again, the butterfly, these little sparkly things right here. These are all, well, those are a different one, but those are a fairy dust. The next color, fairy dust. All right, so then after that we have 3371, and we have 2 of those, and that is like a brown color. And then we start getting into these. We have 718, a pink, another 3835, that muted purple. Are these repeated? No, that's one color off. 3835, and this is 3834. So those are going to be very, very similar in colors. And see, I thought this one, 718. No, I guess that one's 915. But then we have a 718, another, again, lots of pinks and purples. 3835, 603. We have 2 of the 603s. Then we have 316, 2 of this 327, 3803, 3608, 604, excuse me, 604, and we have 2 of those. 819, which is peachy color, so that's probably part of her skin. Then we have another, we have an Aurora Borealis. This is the AB5200. And that one is going to be so that one is going to be the slash mark. I saw it before when we were looking. Let's see. Okay, so all through the potion here, this little marks here, all these sparkles are going to be that color. All these, a little bit down here. This is going to be so beautiful. All right, and then we have 963, Z3708, which is the other fairy dust one. And that is a pink color. So where's that one going to be? Okay, so that one is like the up arrow. So it is going to be up here throughout the rows, a little bit through the butterfly, the wings here. Let's see, where else is that color going to be? Oh, down here, more butterfly here. This pink part in the butterfly there, here. So basically in the middle of all the butterfly wings, it's going to be there, but also a little bit in this potion, which would be perfect because it's going to be sparkly. And, you know, potions, when you kind of move them around a little bit, it's going to have a little bit of glimmer. So that's going to be cool. All right. And then we have $37.26, $3.15, $8.93, $36.89. Did I mention we have a lot of colors? All right, and then we have $33.50, beautiful red colors, 600, $7.79, $8.19, $37.27, $8.91, $37.13, $38.65, $5.52, $4.51, $37.31, $4.53. This are other Aurora Borealis AB666. Is this beautiful reddish color. You can see that glimmer on them right there. So that's going to be really pretty. And let's see, that one is going to be the down arrow. The down arrow is going to be back down here in the potion. So it's going to be all this part right here, this reddish right here in the potion. So that'll be really beautiful. That's why there's not too many, because this is the only part where it goes. All right, and then we have 38, 36, 462, 33.54, 5.53, 38.60, and 8.98. That is a lot of drills. That is very, very big. Oh, we didn't get this one. This is Z554, which means it's a fairy dust one. So look at the little bit of shine on those. And this one, okay, so this one is like this equal symbol with a line through it. Let's see, where is that one? Oh, you know what? So like right here, it's through parts of her hair here, through here. So it looks like it's going to be quite a bit through her hair. Yeah, all this part, all this coloring right here, this lighter purple, all that is that Aurora Borealis color, which is going to make her hair shimmer, and that's going to be really, really pretty. You know, it's one thing to see people do these on videos and stuff, but honestly, it doesn't show the true beauty of these kits. And see, it's going to be all through here, which is still parts of her hair. Yeah, all throughout her hair, here, here. These light purple strands here. These are all going to be that Aurora Borealis light purple color. That is going to be beautiful all the way down through here, here. Yeah, this is going to be gorgeous when it's done. All right. That is a huge kit. I will try to take a picture of the full thing and show you on the screen. But yeah, this is going to be so very beautiful. Let me see. Is that the biggest one I got? No. So when I unboxed this one, the Seraphina is actually bigger. No, because that one's 22 by 30. This is 28.7 by 21.6. So it's just slightly, this one's slightly smaller than this current one. And then the Rex one I got. The Rex one is 22 by 29. So 1 inch shorter on one side. All right. Well, yeah, if you like it and you want to see more, definitely let me know. I'd love to hear if you already did this one or if you're looking at picking it up. I got it in the hopes to do it for Valentine's Day, not realizing I'm not going to have time to do that. It's already April now, so yeah. I don't know if I'm going to save this for something else. Maybe put it in my rainy day stash as Kate calls them from Diamonds and Washi. Yeah. I love the fact that Diamond Art Club has the lifetime warranty, and if we have any missing diamonds, they will replace them as long as your original purchaser. So one of the things that made me shell out the money for these kits. So I'm excited. Very, very excited. All right, that's it for this one. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Till then, this is the Unique Artistic Unicorn. Happy crafting. Bye.